What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to a Friday night stream. It's Friday. It's Friday. We got so much going on this week, so much going on today, but we've made it to stream time. Sounds like we've got audio. Looks like everything is functioning. Tonight we are welding a catch can for a Z30 Soarer. This is the mock-up I did out in the car park a couple of weeks ago, and this is how it looks in aluminium. Chris is here. G'day, Chris. Welcome to the Friday night stream. Super glad to see you here. So I've got to try and keep this in good condition. This is a really short time frame for the customer, and there's no time to get this one powder coated, and I'm only making one. So I'm going to do my best to not scratch it. There is a couple of little marks on it already that I've tried to burnish out. But normally when the sheet's on the CNC machine, I'll try and move the parts around to avoid any scratches in the aluminium, or I'll cut multiple pieces so I can pick and choose, but this is the kind of project where I don't get that luxury. Alright, so I don't really have a game plan just yet for this guy. There are a couple of sections that, or a couple of welds rather, that look a bit average. Joints, I should say. And I'm just thinking, did I even turn this camera on? I totally did. So, fit up wise, I'm still running on manual focus tonight. Didn't autofocus rather. Didn't get a chance to play with the stream during the day today. Or am I? Or did I lose all my settings? No, I'm on manual focus. Maybe I didn't save my settings. So got quite a large gap here. I have had a little bit of a go at tapping it down. And this panel here I'm not particularly happy with either, which is, how can I show you? Here, if you look at this join there, it is a little bit of overhang. You can see it catches, so a little bit of an overhang there, which is a shame for that location since it is the very, very front of the can. Once it's fitted to the vehicle, that is sort of the point that you see. But I'm sure it will turn out well. So I might actually start with this really big gap. Where are you? Where are you? Over here. I'll start with this while it's nice and cold, and just fill that as best as I can. Or as always, with the intent to go back over it later if need be. I am going to just use a 2.4mm filler. I probably should get a bit of heat in the part first, but we'll just heat it up as we go. So settings. We need to just lock off this camera. I actually tried to set up a stream for the CNC machine today, but I have one more camera that's not currently being used in this stream, and it just didn't want to work. It's a Microsoft Life, whatever their Life camera is, and the thing will only work if everything else is unplugged from the USBs on the computer. We've had some issues with it on this stream in the past, so need to come up with another plan for that, but that's why everything's been unplugged and plugged back in momentarily, so we have to reset everything, which I didn't think about ahead of time. We're on program number 1. Kind of thinking that I might run a pulse setting for this weld, so setting number 4, which is 60% on time with a 1 second pulse. Let's go here and we'll just put your welding helmet on and okay, that went pretty well. All things considered, there was a 2 mil, maybe more, gap in that. Probably a little bit too cold to use a 2.4 mil filler, but I think it was the right call given the size of the gap. So we'll just grab this chill block to use as a prop and try and get this up nice and level. This one's going to be tough because it doesn't quite fit on the table, but we, as always, will just figure it out. So somewhere in here we're going to do some welding. I wonder why that camera switched back to manual focus. Now that I think about it, I think you actually have to go into a sub-menu and save the settings. So I'm ultimately going to weld across here, but I will tack the 4 corners first. We'll just jump back into setting number 1. Actually, first I will just bowl the tungsten. It is a new piece of tungsten. And just pop it in here. And now we'll go setting number 1. Having trouble with my torch pedal, my TIG pedal sticking. And if I remember, I might pull it up on the table and show you why. It seems to be a common problem. So I'm going to weld it at the 4 corners and then we'll just reposition on all these straights. Welding helmet, welding screen. The camera has dropped out. It is quite close to the weld. See if we can bring him back. Yes, we sure can. I brought the camera in way close instead of taking the time to zoom it in. We're going to buzz across there now. You need a welding helmet. And finally, it's going to be across here, welding helmet, welding screen. looks like that camera doesn't want to play tonight. I'll just bring him back, hopefully. Forget what I did. I did something to this camera today and I can't remember what. I moved some cables around, but shouldn't be making it drop out like that. Anyway, we will persist. I think I'll just follow the format that I normally follow, which is moving from the filter basket to a lower seam if it's got one. And it'll probably be fun to go uphill on this one. I've tried to tack it since the panels are quite large. I tack it quite a bit. And I want to just use pulse setting number 4 for this. I'm going to use a 1.6mm filler, and I'll just touch up the 2 ends. I'll just tack up the 2 ends and then we'll move along it and seal him up. Not quite as smooth as I would have liked it to have been, but I kept getting my sleeve caught up on the top corner back here. I did end up swapping to a 2.4mm filler. I thought the gap might have been too big in a couple of spots, but you can definitely see those couple of areas where I got caught up. Really changes the profile of the weld a lot. Given the gap size though, that's not a bad looking weld. Yeah, you can definitely see, so here, here and here were places that I got my sleeve caught, and here I had to fully stop and restart. And we'll continue. I'll just do the same format that I always do, and we'll move to the top now, and I might just buzz across this face piece first. Which is going to be something you guys won't get to see. I can't get an angle on that, but I'll try and get the shot in at least. Which I'm going to travel across here just get into program number 1 again, and I'll put this 2.4mm filler aside. And let's go for it. Welding helmet on. Have you already got your welding helmet on? No. Welding helmet on, welding screen. Yeah, I did a dry run across it, and I caught my sleeve on it, and I thought, no, I'll be fine, I'll just lift my elbow up a bit higher. Doesn't always go to plan, obviously. This is a little bit interesting. I guess we'll just work with what we're looking at. And I think I actually want to start from all the way down the bottom here. I was going to say I'll pick up from here and go around, but I think I want the start stop to be down here. So again, I'm going to get in a bit of a position where you guys can't, oh, you might be able to see okay. Right there. And I think I might just turn the metronome on. I'm having a feel like I can't get my rhythm. I know it's early in the evening, but I've been welding at 111 BPM instead of 113. Did a couple of those R33 catch cans like that. But right now I'm feeling 115 BPM, so we'll go there. Based off nothing. I'm going to cruise along here. We'll put your welding helmet on and dive in. Keep losing that camera. Definitely changed something, and I don't know what I changed to fix it easily. It's definitely got the ferrites on. The only thing I can see back there is that a power cable is wrapped around it for the light here, so bear with me and I'll just move that power cable. I doubt it's the issue. And the only other thing I've done is I've swapped 2 of my lights around. So the light that's lighting me from here and then the light that's lighting me from back there, I swapped around. One's battery operated and one's 240 volt. Don't see how that would make a difference, but it's always interesting though. I think I've encountered every stream problem possible, and then along comes another one. I think we'll have to continue in this direction since we started in that direction. You guys come this way, we'll pop your welding helmet on, jump in a welding screen. That camera drop out. Yes. All right. This is no good. Yeah, I had a bit of a look over at Everlast. I'm actually going to send him a couple of messages and see if I can help him out with that. I watched one of his today where someone in chat suggested that he wrap his whole helmet camera situation in alfoil. So I've tried that before. It seemed like it worked, but it didn't actually work. Yeah, this camera, I really want to solve that problem, but I don't know what the problem is to solve. The only other thing that I've done is move one of these HDMI cables around back here, but everything is where it should be. I think it's just going to be what it is. It restarts every time, so that's a good thing. So obviously I'm going to continue along here. I will just push this camera further back and see if that makes a difference. Yeah, theirs was the first one that I saw where they had problems, but it was like a 3-man crew. And then later I saw that they did like a stainless steel stream, and DC welding has no problems at all. But yeah, it's definitely a difficult thing to do. But yeah, I was checking out Everlast, yeah, thought it wouldn't hurt at all for me to sling him a message and see if I could help him out with his stream. Looks like he's streaming weekly, so yeah, we'll definitely do that for him. So I'm going to tack off this corner and then buzz across here. You can see all that. Alright, we still have camera, which is fantastic. Got a really good weld on there. Looks really nice. I had just a little bit of a blowout where there was a tack there. Definitely minor. I like pointing out these little imperfections for my sake more than anything, but also just don't want to be that guy who's like, yeah, sick weld on every single weld. There's always room for improvement. Where am I? I'm back here. You guys aren't back here. Let's come back here. So can I show you what I'm working with here? So here. So I got a little bit of a gap where this fold is. So I'm going to start there just naturally with how we're going around this part. Let me get you in focus. Right there. And let's pop a chill block on here. I noticed that that block we were using at the bottom left a couple of scratches, which is partly because the alfoil that I'm wrapping it with is a little too small. So I'll just swap to a smaller chill block. You guys aren't even in the frame at all. So let me get you guys there. I really wanted to persist with or continue with the manual focus on this thing. I did intend to set it up as a single button press, autofocus I mean. If we can find it here, focus mode here, autofocus plus manual focus, yes. And we want 1 point autofocus. We'll try that and see how it goes. That's through the camera menu, not through the cracked menu, so I think that probably plays a big part in why it didn't save. Okay, we're auto-focusing. There's your welding helmet. Let's get in a welding screen. Did the camera stay on? Yes, it did. Not a bad weld. Here. A little bit too much heat right at the end there. That's where I have to consider if manual focus is better or not. But yeah, really nice weld across there. We'll just keep going around. I do want to do that other side on the top, but it's not going anywhere. And we are set up here. The least amount of rotations I do on this part, the better it will be for keeping it in good condition. Okay, you guys are here. And I think I'll continue all the way through there, which I'll push this way. So pop your welding helmet on and we'll go. Did we lose camera? No, we didn't. Chucked around there, okay. A bit of a tight, it's like 115 degrees, that. So we've got a fairly narrow bead around, wrapping around there. And now, this one, this I actually would prefer to go back and tag it in the opposite direction. I don't think there's any benefit in getting cute to try and finish this weld all in one direction, so I might just put a stop start right there. I really don't see the benefit in messing around. Something's going on with YouTube. It looks like everything's still up and working. Everything still looks like it's working. Pop your welding helmet on and we'll get this weld done. that was a really nice weld. Obviously, we got that hole really close to the edge there. So I just backed off and just made sure to seal the two panels together, since we will weld the fitting on that. And the, do I have any handy? The -6 fittings that I've got. I've just got some interim ones until my Speedflow order arrives, just from the performance shop around the corner. These ones have a much larger flange than ordinary. Actually, thinking about it, I think we might be putting a -10 on here. But either way, we're going to be welding this fitting right onto that side. So we're going to cover all of that section up there, because it does get a bit narrower on the underside. I did try and use the bottom line as my reference point, but it's a real compromising dance when you go around such a thin little hole like that. I could have quite easily chewed out both sides of those corners, and that would have been more trouble than trying to keep a weld profile that really doesn't matter at the end of the day. So I think if we can get this guy to stand up like this, might try and just put a little bit of a block under there, like that. We should be able to weld this whole thing zip. We do this. We've got access all through here, and then it's just going to be finding a way to prop up the back there. I do have like just a tiny little gap there, which I managed to knock out no problem. And then we've got quite a large gap. It actually looks like the tack broke at some point, which I didn't pick up on, or the tack never sealed. And that's all good. We managed to push that back in too, so we're in really good shape. I'm going to start back here. We'll zoom you in. So I'll just buzz across here and then we'll reposition. Okay, welding helmet. I was looking at auto darkening. I was trying to find, if you know, like welding goggles, like oxyacetylene goggles. I was trying to find auto darkening goggle lenses. I don't know if they're a thing. I wasn't able to find any in my quick search today, but I thought that would be an ideal solution for an auto darkening lens for a 52 or 48mm lens. So we are welding across here. I could find fixed lenses, but not auto darkening. But I'm thinking I've got, where are we here? I've got a spare, right there, I've got a spare speed glass helmet that I might try and make a camera lens mount for that. But the problem with that is the weight that then the boom arm needs to hold all that stuff as well. But I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to figure out how to automate the viewing camera, and I still think something like a GoPro or something will be the ultimate solution. I almost mentioned before I started then that I didn't think I'd have enough filler rod, and I ended up with almost exactly an inch there. Probably could have done with 2 more dabs just to finish off that corner, but we will be able to wrap around. But on the flip side, we got a really nice weld across that long straight. I always worry about these because there's no bracing inside the tank. So I'm really mindful to try and not put as much heat in, to not try and distort it too much. And I try and get a few tacks across there obviously as well. But yeah, that's a really nice weld. Nothing better than a straight weld with a hand prop. As long as you can keep the body comfortable, I think you know, you can go for miles if you've got everything set right. I say from the comfort of my sitting bench. Welding helmet, welding screen. Okay, that turned out really good as well. Somewhere here it is. You get to see that, yes. Yeah, really nice, really nice. I'm happy with that since it's going to be the front of the can as well. Now I need to do this other long side along the back. This is one of those welds that, apart from right now, nobody's ever going to see it once it's fitted in the car. It gets pushed right up against the wheel arch. We're traveling across here, and I definitely want a chill block. Hopefully it doesn't block your view. Camera is deciding to focus. Welding helmet on. I might chuck it in welding screen 2. I haven't used that for a while. Another beautiful straight weld. Felt like I went a bit cross-eyed doing that one. Turned out really, really nice. Very happy with that. I'm not sure what's happened, but I've lost all audio in my ear. Which you can hear. Yes, okay, it's back. Did the stream drop out? No. Not entirely sure what happened. I'll just exit out of the stream and come back. No, okay, everything is working. That's fantastic. Thought I lost the stream. Turns out my earpiece disconnected. Maybe, yes, yes. Alright, now hopefully I can stand this big guy up. And wow, look at that weld. That looks really nice. I'm so happy with how this tank's coming along. If I get you guys right there, I don't know if my prop can go that high. Yes, it can. I should be able to weld that okay. Can I get away without a chill block? Yes, maybe, yes. Let's just get into it. Hey, there's we'll go across there, looks all good. I'll pop your welding helmet on and we'll jump in a welding screen. I like that song in that second screen. I never get to hear that song very often. Got another beautiful weld across the back here. This really makes that first weld that we did there with the pulse setting look a bit shitty. Is that going to focus? There it goes. Yeah, so using 115 BPM on the metronome in my ear, I have a couple of ideas on how I can share the metronome during the streams, but just haven't had a chance to work on the back end of the streams during the days. Hopefully next week time will be on my side a little bit more than it has been lately. Try not to touch the part with these gloves because they do have polyester in them and it will transfer over onto the part. So just taking a look at the bottom here, I'm really proud of this big long straight weld. It turned out really nice. All of these edge welds I think turned out really nice. Not super fond of this this weld going down the middle here, but It is perfectly acceptable. And then let's check out the top here. I'll just prop him up. Where are you? You're over here. If I push that, maybe, yes. So same deal. So it's just that, I forget what my excuse was for that little bit there, but I think it was a tack or something. But still a really nice weld. This was actually a nice quick one to weld. Given the size, I guess it didn't have too many tricky parts, like one with a curved side or anything like that. And the longer sides, I guess it's less setup time moving the part around. But yeah, we got this done in about an hour, which was awesome for stream time. Really happy. So this is for a Z30. This is a custom build for a drift car. So what did I do with that? Basically, the customer came by with the car on a trailer, and with it still on the trailer, I mocked up. I just really needed the datum points to figure out the size of the tank and where the fittings needed to go. So we started like this. I turned it into a 3D model in the computer, extrapolated that into 2D parts to cut on the CNC router, and then folded it all up, welded it, and bang, we have a one-off custom catch can. And the customer never had to leave their car here. I often do this with other people's designs, and the middle step is me 3D printing the part, sending it to them for them to trial fit it, and then they don't need to send it back, just give me any changes that need to be made. So I do that all across the country for custom one-off jobs like this. But this was a fun one. I don't know if this will ever become a product. I don't know what the market's like for Z30 catch cans. The big boy R34 can we made the other day is like a wider version of this. It's very similar in under dimensions, in the curved or the wheel arch dimensions. So, but this actually might be a good option for some Toyotas. Nissan generally have their catch cans on the other side, so yeah, I don't know, but we've got the model. It lives forever, so if anybody sees this at any point and thinks they might want one, there will be an installed photo on my Instagram in the next week or two once the customer fits it. But that's it. Real happy with the weld quality tonight. We've done really well. It's Friday night. I am going to go home, and I think we've done a good stream anyway. Chris, thank you so much for spending this time with me. Anybody that's here right now, thank you for checking out the stream. In future, if you drop by, feel free to jump in the chat. I will definitely chat with you in there pretty much in real time as soon as I see it. Anyone who watches the VOD after the stream was live, if you like what I did tonight, or if you've seen my previous stuff and you like what I'm doing, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed. We're still on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We need 1,000 subscribers on this channel to be able to unlock YouTube's advertising tools, along with some other things they've got in the background. I'm actually not even supposed to be able to stream right now, but I'm doing it through some third-party software. So if we had all the YouTube features, making a live stream would be a lot simpler in the back end for me. So I would appreciate a subscription if you deem it worthy. If you didn't like the stream, hit the thumbs down button, but leave a comment and tell me why. I would love to make this a better place for you to want to come, and I can't do that without feedback, good or bad. That's it. I'm in the market for a GoPro Hero 7. If anyone's local in Brendale, Brisbane, and wants to hook me up with a cheap GoPro Hero 7, I would like that. I would like to chat with you to improve the stream quality. But aside from that, that's a shameless call out plug. Have a great night and have a great weekend, everybody. We have a public holiday on Monday, so I will most likely see you on Tuesday, and take it easy over the weekend.